Let's start off the new year with a character a few people have been suggesting to me for what seems like the past several, that I've just never been able to get to until now. I am of course talking about the Wrath from DC Comics, the true anti-Batman of Gotham City. Debuting in Batman Special number 1 from June of 1984, the original Wrath's identity remains unknown, but his parents were a couple of burglars shot and killed by Commissioner Gordon during the early years of his career, mistaking them for robbers when in fact they were just climbing out a window to bail on paying rent. Following these tragic events, the Wrath would dedicate his life to destroying the forces of good and becoming a hired killer, targeting police officers and other law officials. He would plan on killing Commissioner Gordon, seeking revenge for his parents' murder, but would find himself facing off with the Dark Knight, his equal of sorts. Not much is known about the original Wrath because he caught fire and fell to his death in Crime Alley at the end of his debut issue. It wouldn't be the last time we saw the character though, as a second Wrath appeared in the Batman Confidential storyline, Wrathchild from 2008, which also gave the original villain's origin story a bit of a retcon. Now, his father had been a corrupt cop who stole from a warehouse with his wife and son acting as lookouts. A young Jim Gordon confronted them and killed the father after he had been shot himself. It was in self-defense. The mother then picked up the gun her husband was holding and threatened to finish off Gordon. Refusing to drop the weapon, and with Gordon in a weakened state, he was forced to shoot her, while the poor boy looked on. Gordon was still a rookie at the time and had no idea the man was an off-duty desk sergeant. The police force decided to throw what had happened under the rug, but the boy listened in on every word. They would place him in an orphanage, but he would hack the GCPD database to find the name of the officer who killed his parents. He would then burn down the orphanage and hone his skills, becoming a hitman. Anyways, this new Wrath is revealed to be a man named Elliot Caldwell, an orphan trained by the original Wrath to act as his form of Robin. The first Wrath had been obsessed with Batman and studied his foe extensively, learning of his identity and even attacking Alfred at Wayne Manor to send a message. It makes sense that he would also replicate this idea of a sidekick in order to pass on his knowledge and skills. The utmost faith was placed on Caldwell's shoulders to continue his master's work. He was his chosen one. Nightwing reveals to Caldwell that the original Wrath had kidnapped several other orphans though, and none of them survived the training except him. Batman adds that if the Wrath hadn't died, Caldwell may have been killed too. He was expendable, replaceable. The Wrath fights Batman and Nightwing and realizes they have what he never did, a bond, a friendship. They are a team. The Elliot Caldwell Wrath would return in Detective Comics Volume 2, number 23 from 2013, as part of DC's New 52 continuity. Now, Caldwell was the founder and CEO of the multi-billion-dollar weapons company known as Caldwell Technologies. The Wrath character was given a redesign at this time as well, having a more armored look equipped with electrified shock gauntlets. What is this, Arkham Origins? He also made use of a sidekick named Scorn, though the partnership ended quickly when Wrath crushed his mask after his failure and threw him out of his aircraft to his death. Batman would eventually face off against the villain in his own armored suit, which was pretty badass. The Wrath may not have appeared in many Batman stories over the decades, but he is still one of the Dark Knight's most memorable enemies, at least in my opinion. He's the perfect foil for the Caped Crusader, seeing as his origin story is a complete reversal of Bruce Wayne's. His family was killed by police, and he became the victim of corruption in many ways. He gave his life to his cause, fueled by revenge, and seeks to destroy the forces of justice. The Wrath has studied Batman extensively, and though not intended to be a copycat originally, he has adopted some elements from his foe. When the two have fought, they have met their match with each other as they both possess the same skills in various forms of martial arts. The Wrath is willing to end life, of course, which is his biggest difference from Batman though. The Wrath is a bad dude. What are your thoughts on the Wrath, both his incarnations? Feel free to let me know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed the video and found it insightful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon to be notified of all future content I release. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel financially and help make videos like these possible, head on over to patreon.com/channelNerdGasm and check out my various rewards on there. As always, I will see you in the next one. Take care and stay nerdy.